lot of us consider our pets as part of the family. I know I do. I'm joined by Richard and Vicki Horwitz from Bark Busters with some tips on just how to keep our furry friends safe when we travel this holiday season. It's good to have you both here with us.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
So in general, what should people be thinking about, especially for those of us who are doing it for the very first time?
Okay, in any respect, if you're traveling with your dog, collar on with ID tags, a leash. You may want to take a picture of your dog with you, so if you get separated, you can provide a picture to authorities to help find your dog.
And you want to make sure you keep them in the back seat. A lot of times people don't realize that you want to keep your dog in the back seat. And you also want to make sure that you have, like Richard said, identification on them and that you keep them safe.
Because it can't happen, you could get separated.
That's right, exactly. The other thing that's important is some dogs get motion sickness. Okay, so things like ginger tablets, ginger treats are good to give your dog prior to leaving. If it's a really serious issue, you may want to consult with a veterinarian.
What about cats?
What about cats?
Are they easier to travel with?
Yes,
versus
they are easier to travel with.
That's what I thought.
Because you can keep them in carriers and they're a little bit easier to travel. But it's very, very important that you think about, even when you feed a dog before you travel, you know, a lot of people don't think about the fact that you can prevent motion sickness by just feeding them a couple hours before you travel. Just to make sure that their stomachs settle before then. Okay,
so there are a lot of ways, obviously, for pets to travel, and the first thing is many people will be getting into their cars or trucks. So specifically, what should people be doing for their pet in a car or truck?
There's a lot of things, but if you're in a car and truck, you know, we see a lot of people drive around and they'll have their dogs on their laps or they'll be driving, and they're very, very distracting. People don't realize that a car on your lap is more distracting than a phone.
Or their dog is out
hanging out the window.
Which is the worst thing you could possibly do. They can get debris in their eyes, their ears, their nose. We don't think about it. It looks cute, but it's really not. The dog should be secured
in the back
seat.
Is there a seat belt?
They have seat belts, they have harnesses, they have car seats for the dogs. Okay?
So do you recommend that?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Because if a dog falls or it moves, and it can cause an accident, the dog can get hurt. And we don't want that to happen. So if they're tethered somehow in the back seat of their car, I mean, you could put them in a dog carriers they have in the back seats, and even in a truck. You know, people say, what do I do about a truck? Well, you need to put them in some kind of a carrier that's actually tethered down, so that if you ever stop short, that dog is protected from being projectiled out, and that's in both situations.
Also, along the same lines, if you have an SUV, they have dog barriers, so you can put the dog in the back. And they're secure. The other thing is, if you stop on the way of your journey, make sure your dog is back in the car with you.
Yes.
We've had several situations where people drive off thinking that one of the other put it in the car, only to realize the dog's not in the car.
And really quickly, let's talk about if you're traveling by plane or train.
So if you're traveling by plane or train, the first thing you have to do is check to see what the regulations are for traveling with your pet on those airlines. Some have special carriers you have to have them in, whether they go in the coach seats with you or in the back. You want to think about also seeing if you can go with your dog to make sure that he's getting located where he is. You want to make sure that you try to get direct flights, so that you don't have to worry about the dog being transferred from one flight to another.
Very important.
And you want to also make sure that when you take the dog off the plane, that you immediately take him out of the crate, put him on leash, check him, and make sure that he is okay. People also get concerned sometimes about the fact that they're not having anything to eat or drink, but dogs can really have no food for 6 to 10 hours and water, so you don't have to worry about them getting sick or unwell because they're not being fed.
And can you purchase a ticket for your pet as well?
Yes, absolutely. And check with your airlines or the train.
And just one last thing about cars. If you stop on any kind of traveling with your dog, you want to also always make sure you put the leash on before you even open up the car door. Many dogs will bolt out of a car, and you don't want them to get hurt. So if you have them on leash and then take them out to go to the bathroom and air them, it's really important.
Sometimes they just want to bolt out.
Exactly.
They've been in the car the entire time, just like kids, right? They want to just get out of the car.
And they don't realize, they don't understand safety like we do.
Okay. Thanks so much for joining us, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too.